Hello, welcome to Angle Relationships Student Handout Lesson 4, Exterior Angles of Triangles. Our learning objective is still 8D, and today we're focusing on the exterior angles of triangles. Okay, so exterior angles is formed by one side of a triangle and the extension of the adjacent triangle. So let's talk about this word adjacent. It simply means next to. When they're talking about the extension, they are referring to this arrow coming off of the bottom of the triangle. And in the triangle over here to the right, angle 4 is our exterior angle. An exterior because it's outside of the triangle and it is formed from this extension, which is next to, which is what adjacent means, angle 3. Remote interior angles. Remote interior angles are two interior angles that are not adjacent to or touching the exterior angle. So here, let's clarify that. Angle 2 and angle 4 are your remote interior angles. Okay, so have you ever been to a remote location or seen a movie or a TikTok about a remote location, maybe somewhere tropical? Remote means you have to travel a little bit to get to it. It is a distance away. And that is how I want you to think about the interior angles on a triangle and how they are remotely separated from that outside exterior angle. And what our rule is saying is that angle 1 and 2, when added together, are going to equal that outside angle 4. So let's practice the problem below. In triangle ABC, it is shown below. Is there enough information to find the measure of the exterior angles? So let's stop reading there and let's just identify our exterior angles. We have angle 2, that is outside of the triangle, and it is caused by this extension of line segment AB. We have angle 1 created by this extension. It is outside. And we have angle 3, which is also an exterior angle. Now our question is, do we have enough information in the triangle pictured to find the measure of these exterior angles? If you're recalling our previous lesson, you learned that a straight line equals 180 degrees. You also learned that if they give you the angle measure, you can use that information to find your missing information. So based on what you've previously learned from lessons 1 through 3, you will see that angle 2 equals 110 degrees. So there is enough information for us to be able to find at least angle 2. And we can use that same principle to find angle 1 and angle 3. But today we're focused on learning something new, and this is a new tool that you can use in your resources to find missing angles. We are using the remote interior angles to find the exterior angles. Let's break that down. I'm going to start using a little bit more color, so let me just focus on one angle at a time. We're going to start with angle 3. We're going to start down here with angle 3. It says find the sum of BAC and ABC, which is these two angles right here. They're telling you angle A is 50, angle B is 70. If you were to add those together, they are going to equal 120, which will equal angle 3. I'm going to change my color and we're going to go on to the second bullet. Find the sum of angle ABC. So once again, we're using the 70 for angle B. It also wants us to find angle C, which is 60. When you add 70 and 60 together, that is going to equal this exterior angle 1 of 130 degrees. So let's find one more color. We'll go with red. So we have angle 2 left. This is what we're focusing on here. That's the only one left. And what our rules tell us is that if you take angle 50 and angle, or 50 degrees and 60 degrees, and you add those together, they are inside the triangle. They are not next to, they are remote from angle 2. They're going to equal 110 degrees. So angle 2 is going to equal 110 degrees. From this example, we can conclude that any exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two remote interior angles. Let's take a look at question 2 at the bottom. So we have number 2. Write and solve an equation to find the value of x. So based on what we've learned, if we take x and we add that to 54, that is going to equal this exterior angle of 115 degrees. So we're going to write an equation. That's our first step. Write and solve an equation. So x plus 54 equals 115. This is the steps and the work that need to be shown on your paper. Then we're going to use our inverse operations. We're going to see that x equals 61. So we have found the value of x. We are done with this problem. Question 3. Write and solve an equation. So let's start writing our equation. Our two interior angles are 66 and 50. We know that if we add those together, they are going to equal this exterior angle. Let's write our equation. 66 plus 50 equals x. It might seem very simple, but I still want you to write this on your papers and show your work. When you add those together, you find that x equals 16, which is the value of x and that missing angle measure. Okay, let's take a look at question 4. Okay, we're going to look at question 4, and then this will conclude your notes for today. This is a multiple choice question, and it wants us to find which statement is true about the triangle shown to the right. So before we look at any of our answer options, let's put in a little work. We know that our two interior angles are 39 and 42. When we add those together, they equal 81, which will also equal W, our exterior angle. And so I am going to change our lettering here. Instead of using X, we're going to use W, because that is what is represented in this situation. Now let's take a look at our multiple choice answers. A, W equals 99. Nope. W equals 81. We've already done the work, so I can eliminate that answer option. B, W equals 261 degrees. Nope, we can eliminate that one. C, W equals 81 degrees. Yes, this is true. But now let's read the proof. Let's read the explanation to make sure it's accurate. Because 180 subtract 42 plus 39 equals 99. Now let's talk about that explanation. When you have the interior of all three triangles, they are going to equal 180 degrees. So this proof here is using what you learned in lesson 3, or in our previous lesson. So that they're not using the interior remote exterior explanation completely. They are here, they are a little bit, but they're also tying together previous knowledge of triangle relationships, and you can use both examples. So that concludes our notes. We are not going to do the bottom of the second page. I wanted to allow you extra time for your homework. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.